Hello, Rick7 and welcome back to Strategic Command World War 1, where we are going to be finishing off our playthrough as Central Powers on Veteran difficulty. And yes, although things have gone very well for us, they have not gone quite well enough. And we are going to have to reluctantly pass on our objective of Paris. So the question is, well, what are our objectives going to be? I'd certainly like to keep hold at the bare minimum of our 3 key points in the western front here of Brussels, Verdun and Nancy. We could look to maybe try and focus in the south to take Epinal and Belfort as a kind of some mini objectives for ourselves over the next 6 turns or so. Alternatively, we could try a big push in the north and go for Ypres, or actually we lost a little bit of ground there recently, so maybe that's beyond us. But there's nothing that interesting in the centre, to be perfectly honest, between where we are and Paris. In Italy, I think we're going to try and take Venice. That's going to be the goal. If we get Verona as well, fantastic. But yeah, certainly let's try and get ourselves in Venice by the end of the game. And then for our Ottoman troops, definitely we're going to see if we can't try and take Tripoli. That's going to be their gambit for the next 6 turns or so. And that's about it. So let's maybe start ourselves off on the Western Front. You'll have noticed I have bucket loads of money, but we just can't spend it quick enough anywhere. End of the game, we're limited on research, and we don't really need more troops, so we are somewhat limited, or somewhat bursting at the seams with cash, but we'll do what we can there. So we're not actually in a particularly good spot over here at the minute. How far can you get? You can't get all the way in there. I think I'm going to have to put... I should be able to do this and replenish them both, actually. Yeah, we're just going to have to replenish everyone in here. Bring you up to full speed, full strength. Leaving a tank in front line is not great. Maybe I'll just hit these guys and run away. You can't reach. You can bombard him. Oh, we've got a breakthrough here we have to deal with, which we can quite easily, I believe. So maybe let's start with that. How many shells have you got? Only 4. You need to use a couple. Hold fire. What have you got? Oh. Just do morale damage, but it's something. You've also only got 4. Let's pound them into the dirt. What's that look like for tanks here? 4-0, that's pretty good. And then presumably you can finish them off. Nice. Beautiful. Without loss. I think I would like to try and take that position. It does mean we're going to have to send some flight, so you can be ungrounded now you've been replenished. We'll also heal potentially both you chaps. You need healed and upgraded, so I'll leave you grounded. My upgrade tool. Recon bombers, ground attack bombers. Well, let's get you upgraded. Fighters at a 6 and a 7. Let's go for it. And recon bombers, which I think I'll probably not be using. Although we could probably use these guys. Oh my goodness, they got shattered. That's insane. Okay, wasn't expecting that. That was a very, very costly recon. Didn't even use my blimps. And, I didn't even get the sight. Oh, starting things off a touch poop there. Okay, but we do get the eyes, which is what we need. We can move in. There's already entrenchment there, so all is well-ish. I'm not that happy about it. I'll heal you guys at the back here. Oh, you can go to an 11. I like that idea. So the other one, well, you have attacked actually, so I need to pull you out and push some people in. It should probably be these guys to be able to make it in. Ah, Grasswing, hey, how's it going? Good to see you. And I think I'm going to shell the tanks. Maybe not so much attack them, but just to weaken them. You're good, glad. I am okay. We're winning, kind of. We're going to run out of time, so we're not going to get an official win, but we're going to get a moral victory. There's only so many places you can go. So you pulled into the south. We can scoot back there, and then we can lead these chaps forward. Upgrade them? I can. Okay, Austrian tanks. Oh, that wasn't Tank Mark II, though. That was AA. Yes, so the game is a hard stop in November 1918, so there's only like 6 or so turns left, which is a little frustrating. It's just the way the game goes, so. C'est la vie. Right, I think we are going to kill this guy as well. Don't have any artillery that can reach him, but that's fine. We'll just do it old-fashioned way. And hold you there for just now. Move you into here. I should be able to pull you back and send these guys to the front. And entrench. And entrench. Excellent. Yeah, it's interesting. I suppose it's more harkening to the I don't know, wargame type part of it, where these things had a defined end. It is a minor. Do you know what I'm really frustrated by? Because theoretically, by the where was it? Letter of the rules, it's not even a minor victory. So to proclaim a minor victory, you have to have Berlin, Vienna, Constantinople, Paris, and Warsaw. So obviously we have all of those bar Paris. So technically, it's not a minor victory. And to get a major one, you've got to capitulate France. However, I'm pretty happy where we've ended up, to be honest. I mean, we've knocked out Russia, we've pacified the Balkans, you know, we are in a stronger military, and we are, you know, the Entente is losing morale faster than we are, so I don't care what the game says. I'm going to call it a win. Okay, so that's another couple of cores dead. They'll respond, so we'll have to see how it goes. I mean, I'm kind of, yeah, no, I've written off. I keep kind of, that little light of hope keeps flickering at the back of my mind. But there's no way we're going to take a hex a turn between now and in a turn. I've got these lovely units just kind of chilling back here doing a whole lot of nothing, because Switzerland never really joined the war. Yeah. We're so close. And it's somewhat pointless now, but... okay, Italian front. Things are happening here. We could just go straight for Venice. What's that look like? 6-1. Thing is, my front is almost too narrow, so we might be better off trying to take this guy out first. So that's probably what we'll do. Like the Balkans are ever pacified. Yeah, that's a fair comment. Well, yeah, thanks, Grasping. I appreciate it. Looks like we've done alright to you, and I feel like we have done okay, so. Who to you, game? But challenge on a harder difficulty, so fair enough. Right, let's kill these mountain core. Their readiness is pretty poor. We're going to lob some shells at them, and hopefully finish them off. Lob a few more. Get all the entrenchments out of the way. Still in the mountains, so it's still going to be, you know, reasonably difficult to dislodge, but not that hard. Oh, I've got more artillery here. Oh, you've got lots of shells. Well, there's no other target for you, so you might as well use them. Good. You hit this guy. You kill him. Lovely. Now, who can we get to the front? Because, oh, I forgot they'd retaken Trento. You'll have to take that back. Interesting that you cannot step forward. Okay. This could end up being quite painful for that unit, as they're not entrenched and we don't have time to dig trenches. So it's, although it says they're entrenched at level 3, the entrenchments are on this side. Doesn't defend them against the Italian attacks. But yeah, also because Austria never got that mobility upgrade, although have they got it now? They do have it now. Should be upgrading all these guys on the fringes. Get some more mobile troops to the front. I'm going to bring in my artillery, please. So we're ready for actually, we should get all three of them can now hit this point next turn, which is going to be pretty fantastic. Let's kind of upgrade people in the front lines. We'll trigger with these guys at the back. You know what? I'm even going to spurn the health to get them the mobility upgrades done. It's very valuable. Okay, good. Sure, we'll spend all. We might as well spend essentially all the points we can because we have so many at the minute. It's laughable. Okay, I could start repairing my navy. That's what I should do with all these spare points. Alright, anyway, we're in a good position there to push in next time. Anything more to be done upgrade-wise? I don't really care what you are, I will happily upgrade you. What? Oh, I can put AA on my towns. I'd forgotten about that. Don't want to, though. Yeah, you guys can be upgraded. Why not? Sure, let's repair our navy. Since we're flush with the cash. Oh, that was upgrading, not repairing. Never mind. How long did a round take to play? As in a turn or a full game? A turn, yes. As in in-game time or real time? In-game time, I don't know, but 20 minutes maybe? Depends what's going on. In the in-game, it's about 2 weeks a turn. Where I take, so I'll do the 1st of June and then they will follow, I think 2 weeks after that for their turn, although it's not flat, it changes throughout the year, so you get more turns in summer and slightly less in winter. I've yet to find, and I did looking for it earlier, and like a calendar that showed you exactly where all the turns fell. I can't find one, so, but I know it's roughly 2 weeks a turn. She gets to the front. Right, I'm just liberally upgrading these things for no real reason other than why not. Okay, you guys keep pushing forward. See if we can't get ourselves surround on Tripoli. Look, what is the supply like over here? It's bad. Okay, we need to get an HQ in there ASAP. It's going to be you. That ASAP's not very quickly. Why don't you head... You know, for a camel unit, you're very slow. Let's finish this guy off, shall we? Oh, that's the wrong button. It does make sense, but you get the slanted turns, so it's not. I'm not massively against it. Sorry, I'm just tweaking things down slightly. Some explosions seem a bit loud there. Okay, how quickly can you get forward, my man? Not very. The cavalry village riding emergency provision. You'd think so. They can stock up, and there's no one to fight, so many guns. In fact, Tripoli's empty. Well, that's interesting. You can march. Can you? No. Can you? Just gonna swing a couple of Ottoman units into the towns here. I think, I don't know if it makes a difference who controls it, but you see how it seems to be changing colour from essentially what is Austrian control to Ottoman control. Again, don't think it makes a big difference, but did it anyway. Everyone else just keep pushing along the road, although we have more men than we have things to point them at. And you guys are never getting anywhere close to the front to be useful, so I might just hold you there. Ah yes, my cavalry, which went the wrong way and is now out of supply. You like VUI and get it's very clear, to be honest. It doesn't take much to understand it. You're a fan of things that operate like a PC. Right, we knocked out one. We can, I think, take one more step forward without suffering attrition, although our supply is not great. So if we can't knock out another. Hey, perfect. Alright, we'll slowly chip away at these rebels. Whilst we got nothing else to do with our guys down here. You can't move. Have an upgrade, my friend. We're being lavish with our points right now. Oh, I can heal you and you, whatever Ottoman Navy has left. Okay. This is just dumping points more than anything. I'll do. We can have a quick look. So diplomacy. Again, we've got a lot invested in Switzerland. They're not budging, so that's hopefully they might join in, but not going to make a difference strategically. New units. We might as well. Oh, we've got some new fighters. That's actually really handy because we just lost. Actually, it was recon bombers we lost, but let's chuck our fighters in there. There's not much point purchasing things right now because we ain't going to come back in time. But just for argument's sake. I'm going to keep some in the pipeline because that's what we've been doing, so why not keep doing it? And we'll have these back, thank you very much. Cool. Wow, dreadnoughts are cheap. That's surprising, I thought it'd be more than that. So, oh, you can have... Oh no, it's just maritime though. Tell you what, why don't we build some destroyers for the sake of it? This has absolutely no bearing on the outcome of the game, but why not, eh? Yeah, why don't we get Dreadnought for Austria? I doubt it'll even turn up in time. In fact, here's for November. Yeah, we might get it on the last turn of the game. Yeah, right. What about the Auto Bros? Sure, have a destroyer, have a light cruiser. Yeah, I'm just gonna keep the U-boats that we have in port. I don't think we get any out at sea. Oh no, I've got one. One active one, that's good. And one that's hiding, waiting for us to capture French Morocco. Ah yes, good economy, very typical for a nation at war. You know, it's funny because we've been hurting for points the whole game, and now we are just so flush. I suppose what happens, you know, we've essentially completed most of the research we want. I mean, these guys aren't capped, but I mean, I suppose there's not much point in investing in this stuff because you ain't going to get it before the end of the game, and we aren't using a lot of it anyway. Right, enough yabbering. Let's push on. Yeah, that's annoying. So, at the end of last stream, when I moved them, we accidentally cut the corner there. So rather than taking this town and being in supply, they stormed across the desert. Oh, well done, Britain. It's about universal suffrage. Austria-Hungary get a whole load of stuff. Ottomans getting some stuff. Lots of money for my guys. And don't get me wrong, the Yanks have plenty of money as well. But we're not too far apart in terms of income at the minute. Oh, there you go, 8 turns remaining. Well, maybe we could push. I doubt it, but we'll see. Well, that's upsetting. Got to find some ports to hide all my big ships in. As well, even full strength, they're not going to do much against a sub because I don't have any ASW. Not something we've been investing in. Long-range bombers didn't seem to do too much. As our intercept's getting on. He's scuffing it. Yeah, I don't know how much damage we're doing to them. Doesn't really tell us. But our air force is now modernised. Good fighters. Reasonable anti-air. They should be holding their own. Hopefully lots of damage, you just don't really see it. That concerns me. The Brits are determined to get Belgium back. Yeah, this guy's pretty vulnerable, we might lose that core. We'll see, if you can hold for a turn, I think we'll be in a good place, but that might be a big ask. That wasn't bad, 2-1 against tanks. In the open as well. That was a lot worse. Looks like they're going to hold it though. Good job, team. Can we hold Antwerp? Ooh, the morale's gone. Ah, there we go. That's annoying that they had a fresh unit in there. War's definitely getting deadly at this stage. Both sides losing several cores a turn. Low Yanks. That's an interesting place to put some artillery. Yeah. Unless they've got something that can fill this gap. It's a bold move, Cotton, they say. Oh, looks like we're leaving it. Okay. More Bolshevik nonsense. have Brussels. We took Antwerp. Yeah, that was quite. I think it was what 3 corps we lost there. Three, yeah. Random intelligence. Oh, there's 3 fresh ones. And some for you guys. Okay. Let's have a quick look at our reports. So as it stands, UK 51, France 40, Italy 21, US 7. Germany 63, Austria, so let's add these together. What's that? 80, 90 all in for the Central Powers. Is that right? Yeah. Whereas the Entente is, so there's 90, 110, 120 on the Western Front, and then another 115 on the Eastern Front. So it's kind of like 2-to-1 loss to win, so yeah, Russia's just insane. So yeah, so that shows we will be driving them down. And if we look at, especially look at the, where's my graphs, national morale of likes of UK, you see it's starting to come under a lot of pressure. Sitting just above 60, France now about 50. Germany's probably isn't that hot, to be honest. Yeah, we're about 60 mark, so we're similar. Austria-Hungary is absolutely fine, and Ottomans has been recovering steadily after a bit of a dip. And USA doesn't care. I don't think Italy cares either. Nah, so those two are fine. For now. But yeah, so it's one where I definitely feel like we would win it if we had a bit more time. Okay. Enough of that. So we need to pull back our artillery from front unless we retake Antwerp. Which might be a... might be on the cards. Well, I can still shell you and then run away, actually. So I may as well. What's that look now? Ooh, 4-3. That is not fantastic odds. Also 2 wounded Yank units I would love to knock out. Start with a barrage. And then see where we're going to direct our efforts, north or south. Austria-Hungary is fine. What is this world? I know they are a strong partner in this relationship. As to be fair, it's just Germany's been holding this front on its own for a large portion of the war. Am I okay with this, or would I rather you healed up? No, I'm okay with that. Happy with this, and then someone healthy. That's 5. I don't want to do that. It's also 5. 2. There we go. You come in here and entrench, my good lad. And then you can come take his spot in the front. So we do have 3 full corps we could throw against this Antwerpian ones, but I'm worried about strength of our front once we do. Perhaps I'll take the better part of Valor here and hold off for just now. Because to be honest, if we're going to get any kind of victory, it's either we need to punch through the centre or we just have to make France crumble. Or ideally both. Right, have you discharged your shells? You have not. You have 10 shells. Well, discharge them then, lad. Some more Yanks need to go. invent paratroopers really happening real quick. Is it anything else? Oh, so for artillery barrage, if you look, hang on, I'll come off my artillery. You'll see he'll be on this side when I click on him. Key numbers are, stop moving. Entrenchment, obviously it's a big one, so that will be reduced by 1 every artillery shell that you throw at them. You'll also see the morale start to drop and their readiness start to drop. So they're unlikely to take strength damage, which is 7 in the middle, but essentially it weakens and weakens and weakens them. So when you do then attack them with infantry, they take much higher losses. Which is why artillery is so important in this game, because otherwise trying to charge your infantry at well entrenched troops does not end well. So this might be a good example there. So if we attack these British who are entrenched and good morale, we would take 3 losses, they would take none. Whereas if we attack these Americans who've been bombarded to smithereens, they take 4 and we would take 1. And then finish them off. A little bit of defensive artillery, we can deal with that. And then we'll move a fresh unit in and entrench them. Now they only start with like half entrenchment or something. Yeah, so they're not as entrenched as people have been sitting here for a long time, but that's not too shabby. Sedan, there was a famous battle there. I can't remember. Probably. Right. You need to come out for some R&R. We've taken Verdun, which there was a very famous battle of. It was probably a battle of Sedan at some point. We could throw for Toul, or we could go for these tanks. What's more important? Let's maybe try these tanks. If we can't kill them, we could perhaps weaken them to combat ineffectiveness. Can you move in, attack, and move away, perhaps? Oh, that's not the numbers I was looking for. Or is that? I cannot hurt this French tank corps who have terrible morale. We should be hurting them and we are not. Yeah, Verdun was bloody. Indeed it was. Although it wasn't too bad in this world, but... let's go for it. That wasn't the worst. Alright, but we're still only getting 2 to 1. I'll save it. Don't want to leave. If I could run away with these tanks, I wouldn't mind it too much, but I can't. I don't want to leave a vulnerable tank unit sitting on the front line. Any more heals that can be given out? No. Okay, so that's probably going to have to do us. Yeah, perhaps we should just gone for either Toul or Epinal. But hey ho. Absolutely need to heal up some of these guys. You can go back to auto. You should also be primed for an upgrade. Good. Alright, so we have a lot of level 4 fighters. Hopefully that will get the job done. Tanks to guard the front seems very ineffective. Yeah, so... yeah, you're right. Having said that, their tanks seem pretty effective at guarding the front, which I will grumble about most thoroughly. Okay, I want to take out this 5th Corps. Before that, have we got a recon bomber? I do. Let's fly over them with that. Okay. Resume the bombardment. Okay, what are we getting? 5 to 1. That's pretty good, so we should be able to kill them in 2 pops. Ish. We have to do some finagling. Right, you start by bravely running away. You get to the front, you can. Finish him off. Yes, 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 depends what's great. Good. I'm assuming we can't get anyone else in there any better. No. Gonna step forward. No trenches, but thankfully don't have much in the way of frontline units, so they're going to have to run away. Push in. We can already get 5 to 1. Yeah, I'll take that. I don't mind. This is also using the artillery shells, so less they can use offensively, because I have to use them defensively. Which is fine by me. No. I do want to attack that, but I also want to take Trento. Let's maybe throw everything we've got at Trento, and if we can do it without using this unit, that would be the ideal situation. And then we'd still have someone who can smack the artillery around a little bit. Everything needs to be 11 shells we've thrown at them. Okay, the morale is now less than 50. No, morale's 13, the readiness is less than 50. They have no entrenchment. Give me some good numbers. That's some good numbers. That is good. Oh, that 4 could be frustrating. Okay, come on, lucky not 4. Yay! So there's a plus and minus potential on all these numbers. I feel lied to, but you can't go there, but you can. And then you can come here. Beautiful. Oh, and you can hit this unit as well. And yeah, step forward and hit him. Defense victory. Fah, nonsense. Okay, so a bit of a vulnerable front. These guys aren't entrenched. He's only an 8, but we've limited the avenues of attack. Plus, they've got some wrong units, for want of a better word, on the front line, which they're going to have to deal with. You may as well shuffle down. Any of you guys be healed or lurking back here? You might as well come round. More to the railway, to be honest. Okay, das ist gut. And I think Venice will fall next turn pretty easily, to be perfectly honest. This guy's not in a great state of affairs. He will recover some readiness morale, but you don't get it full strength every turn. And we've got 2 artillery who will get 3 shells each we could fling at him. Nice. I'm pretty happy with that. I mean, we could go and... Yeah, sure, we'll go and attack their sub. Nothing else to do with ourselves. So we don't have any ASWs, so our destroyers aren't that effective. We can worry them, why not? Sure, you guys can have a little top up. You are supposed to get to the front when you're just about there. There doesn't seem to be huge amounts of allied planes in Italy, so maybe we don't need that many fighters, but we have them. Right. No, I'll do the rest of the land stuff before I worry about that sub lurking in the Med. And not in the Med, in the Baltic. I know my seas. Ah, no, you're... yeah. Haha, you're too late, Frenchie. Right, he can barely move with supply, but we will get great supply next turn because of Tripoli. You guys might as well keep storming along the frontier. Storming's a strong word for you, but... Oh, I should actually take a turn to upgrade these guys, because I believe the Ottomans now have mobility. Which if you do, yeah, so I should stop and upgrade everyone so we'll move further per turn. Yeah, this turn's been going okay. I'm pretty pleased thus far. Can you get to high left? Not quite, which means you'll probably take another... oh, it's a tick of attrition. What's supply looking like here? Not great. What you guys desperately need actually is an HQ unit. Like you. I don't know, you're just hanging about. Just chilling. Yeah. You're not going to get anywhere useful, you just sit there. Can I upgrade? Yeah, I can upgrade you guys. Good. To get your mobility. Ah, I should have done that last time, but that's okay. Wonder if we can actually go and take Tunis. Wonder if our dream of an Ottoman North Africa will be possible. Okay. Naval stuff. What have I got in ways of small ships here? Armoured carrier, battle cruiser. I have a light cruiser, but it's not in great nick. You come over here. I'm assuming you guys can't fight each other. That does open up a port. I can stick, say, you in. And there's a port there. You can park yourself in, because if you're in a port, it's very, very difficult to be attacked. Might as well top you guys off. You can make Königsberg. Good. Oh, I forgot about you guys. Any friends up here? Friends, yes, but allies, no. However, you can attack subs that come over this way. As can this. Oh, a destroyer. Excellent. Exactly what we need. Well, we've got one destroyer of the entire German Navy. What a sad state of affairs. Why do some units have a flag on their tile while others just have a brown or grey colour? These are my headquarter units. So these guys don't fight, and they provide extra supply and combat bonuses to everyone. Well, not to everyone, to up to 5 units in their command radius. They're actually pretty good force multiplier, to be honest, and critical in areas like this where. So you go and supply. So this town has a supply of 5, and you can see it dwindles until it gets near another supply node. So actually, here's an example. Just go 6, 5, 4, 3, yada yada. Your H units give like a +3, I think it is, base level supply. So all of a sudden this becomes an 8. And supply not only obviously impacts your troops' kind of readiness, it also impacts how much you can reinforce. So if you're in an area of low supply, you'll find you can't actually get your guys back to full strength. Very, very useful things indeed. Well, let's give the Ottomans something to call a navy, although it's 2 ships and some hopes and dreams, and that's about it. And I think that's us. Again, Germany's got a ridiculous number of points. Well, we might as well buy back the 2 cores we lost, even though... I wonder if this will stop me buying things when they're no longer going to appear on the map before the game ends. Interesting. Let's throw our cores to the front. Oh my god, we have so many of them. No shortage of volunteers, that's for sure. Go to Innsbruck and you can go to Trieste. Perfect. Peonton, do your worst. Hopes and dreams not win wars, Reckon. Well, you're suffering it. Dude, you're outside Tripoli. They'll be fine next turn. German morale goes up, Italian morale goes down. Hey, look, we're liberators. We are, you know, fighting the good fight for the all peoples of the world. Ah, Mehmet V has died. Succeeded by his brother who becomes Sultan Mehmed VI. Not the most original name, but, you know, if it's working for you. We got advanced subs level 3, which we've kind of stopped using. More logistics, which is helpful for Ottomans. I think that has an impact on how much your H units boost supply, if I remember correctly. See ya. But nice to get these blooming mountains actually open up ground a little bit. We have a lot of troops and a lot of artillery, and it's, actually finding the space to employ them is a bit of a challenge sometimes. I think we should really focus in on the south here. Hopefully with the French national morale being a bit poor, it should impact the troops' ability to fight, although it's not that much worse than the Germans, to be honest. Yeah, see, now there was a little explosion there, which there hadn't been for several turns, so that worried me that they weren't actually taking any damage on these interceptions. Now that definitely seems to be the case, which is good. So I'm not even using my Zeppelins, to be fair. Perhaps I should. I suppose I'll use them as scouts every now and again. Oh, looks like the push in Belgium continues. Is it's interesting because this game does emulate what was, I suppose, a reality in World 1, where you tend to have these kind of titanic struggles over single hexes, where you push them out and you take it, and then they push back and they take it, and you end up kind of losing half a dozen cores just to take a single tile. Also reminds me of the scene in Blackadder Goes Forth. They're showing the general the map of the ground that they've taken that day, and what's set out on the table. This is a scale of 1 to 1. Blackadder is amazing grasping. True that. Will we hold? No. Ah! Damn your eyes. Blackadder has so many good scenes though. As a quality program. It's really interesting. I mean, really interesting might be a strong word depending on your view of things, but the switch between the first series and the second series is quite significant. Whereas the season 1, well, amongst other things, Blackadder's the idiot in that, and Baldric's the smart guy, but it's also has a lot of like kind of outside filming and large crowds, and it's very different. Whereas from series 2 onwards, it's always just like in the room, a handful of characters, and I think it makes it work so much better. And of course, Baldric's an idiot. Just brilliant. And I mean, obviously Ronak's in itself is fantastic in that, but it reminds me of I don't know what got onto me, but a couple of young kids, kind of ages 6, 7ish, and they've recently started watching Mr. Bean. So all the old shows from, I don't know when it first aired, but I remember watching it as a kid. They still find it hilarious. It's funny the way some things just don't age.
And that's where we're going to end it for today. So as I mentioned at the start of this episode, it does look like we are heading towards a draw, and I don't think there's really much we can do about that. Whatever seeds of hope may have been in my mind during the stream. But we can give ourselves a few minor objectives and one last push to see what trouble we can cause in the north of Italy and in the centre of France. As ever, this was taken from a Twitch live stream, and while this series has now ended, if you're interested in coming out and hanging out for the other stuff we do, then there is a link in the description below. Otherwise, I do hope you have enjoyed this episode, and I'll catch you all in the next one.